I thought you were a statue. Just like
A statue? Why am I recording? Well,
I don't want to be on
you came up to me, ma'am.
You can't do that. You don't have the authority to do that. Okay? You're recording that, sir. You can't do that. Otherwise, you're not going to be served.
What is your name?
You cannot do that unless you get
What is your
permission
name,
from-
sir?
What's that?
What is your name?
Mine? What is your name?
I don't think I can. I can, sir. Call the Postal Inspection Service, sir.
I can call the police and have you escorted.
We're good. Smile.
Make sure you keep that, sir. I'm going to do a public information request on that phone. So all your nasty photos in there are going to be subject to the public. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at it again. We're at the United States Post Office here in Arlington, Texas, where I've got several complaints of rude hostility and racism going on. So with that being said, we're going to go inside and exercise our First Amendment right to film in publicly accessible areas and see if they respect our rights. And with that being said, let's get it. So just a friendly reminder that they're always watching us. As you can see here, someone clearly took down the poster 7 that belongs here. Now this is the poster 7 that's supposed to be hung. It has the rules on photography for news purposes inside the post office. Take the time to read it. I'm not going to read it out loud this time around. You can see it in my previous videos.
You're waiting for the passport? I need the passport. I put it wrong line. So where is the passport line? So I know
where she is.
you the last one? Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't want to step in front of anybody's toes.
Oh my God, that's the line I'm gonna have to get in.
That's the passport line? Oh, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good. I'm just catching a little image of that sign right there.
Oh, that's okay.
Keep an eye on this Karen. She is the one that's going to fire start the entire craziness that happens in the post office.
Thank you.
Oh, you good?
I thought you were a statue. I thought you are a statue.
Sorry?
I thought you were a statue. Just like
A statue? Why am I recording? Well,
I don't want to be on
you came up to me, ma'am.
Hey, I want to be famous.
I recorded my encounters.
Overnight, guaranteed tomorrow, $30.45. 2 to 3 days, priority, $9.85.
checking the status of the processing of the passport and travel message. I don't have a problem. Everything should be back in your possession. In for the weeks or less, including your naturalization. Thank you.
Gonna be 35. Debit card.
Here. Everywhere you walk out.
Tap lower left.
At this point, you can hear Danny clearly telling Paul that I'm recording.
Okay, so she wants the book or the card?
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Now, this is Paul. He obviously has a problem with me filming. He has a problem with a bunch of people coming in over the last several years. Most of my complaints are about him.
You don't have the authority to do that. Okay.
Now, the reason I put up these reviews is so you guys can read them individually. I'm trying to give you plenty of time on the screen to read them. Most of them are about Paul. He's been here for several years. He looks like he's been here for over 20 or 30 years and is burnt out and should have retired a long time ago. People are commenting on how he is still even here today. A lot of them is his rude behavior, discrimination towards certain people, certain religious groups, and now with my camera, as you can obviously see, he thinks he is the postmaster when he's just a clerk.
Hit the green button first. You have to track it. And then hit the red button. Okay, tracking numbers are here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Pull up a phone line here and fill out a survey. Thank you. You're recording that, sir. You can't do that. Otherwise, you're not going to be served.
What is your name?
You cannot do that unless you get
What is your
permission
name,
from-
sir?
What's that?
What is your name?
What is your name?
I don't have to give that to
Well,
you. You're a government employee, sir.
Bottom line is you cannot record that without the permission of the postmaster.
I have the permission of the Postal Inspection Service. Why
I
don't you
need
call
to
them?
see that personally.
Call
You
them.
cannot just arbitrarily come in here.
Yes, I can, sir.
No,
Per
you
your
can't.
poster
No,
7.
you can't.
Per your poster 7. Go read the law.
No, you can't.
Go read the law, sir.
You'll not be served.
The complaints online are accurate. You're Paul, and you probably need to retire, sir,
Okay, bottom line.
because you don't know the law.
Oh, yes I do.
You call whoever you want.
Yes I do. You cannot record.
Have you ever heard of a Bivens lawsuit, federal lawsuit against postal
I
employee
don't have
for?
to answer anything you're saying.
That's
because
right,
don't
sir.
wanna
You
comply,
don't. So
you're
just
not
keep
gonna
doing
get
what you're
served.
doing. Just
You're
keep
not
doing
gonna
what
get
you're
served.
doing. You're violating my First Amendment constitutional right. You're a government employee. This is a federal building, right? Yeah, y'all were doing so well too. No, call the Postal Inspection Service, the federal agency that regulates this service. I'll even wait for a postal inspector to come out. You're gonna get educated today.
Anything liquid, fragile, perishable,
Paul.
hazardous? Okay, press the red, please.
You're the reason I'm here.
Okay, and we're gonna go brown, just like we said before, right? Okay. Automatically have $100 insurance. Do you need any more? Okay. Okay, press the green, please, first. Now the red one more time, please. There we go. Let's skip this step. Any stamps, envelopes, anything? Yeah. Let me put some more on there. Should have, but let me do it again. No problem. One moment, please. Let me get the other one too. Okay, sure, that's right. Already had this guy before, he doesn't have the authority to do that. He thinks he can.
I don't think I can. I can, sir. Call the Postal Inspection Service, sir.
I can call the police and have you escorted.
That's
You can do that, and you'll be in violation of misuse of a 911 call. They don't have the authority or interjurisdictional agreement signed with the postmaster installation head, sir. I would call the postal, based on your stand-up mandatory talk, I suggest you call the Postal Inspection Service first. Because that's not going to go good for if you're a supervisor.
Yes. My name is David. I'm the supervisor here at Arlington.
Just a supervisor, not even a postmaster.
Oh, are you kidding me? When I was somebody like you make my
Next person.
tracking numbers here, fill the call up here, fill out a survey. Alrighty. Thank you. Okay, all right. May I help the next person, please? Yeah, I know. Still have this score.
No, this is not priority. So if you're going to use a priority box, you must have priority. This is brown. So it has to go.
What's that, sir? No, I'm an independent journalist doing a story on the post office. That's why I'm here.
Now, what you can do, we sell boxes back.
Oh, they
there,
call the
ship it
police.
to
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything illegal.
I might be able to find.
They just discriminated me by saying I can't film it here. I have every right to do it. If they call the actual agency that regulates the post office, they'll know this is perfectly. They don't even have the rules and regulations posted like they're supposed to.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, the only thing I can't film is mail addresses or the credit card machines. And Paul should know that after 20-something years at the Postal Service. I'm not here for anybody else. I'm just here to record the government and hold them accountable. It's a First Amendment right.
So she'll get an express mail packet back at this mailing address. It should have her naturalization certificate in there with her passport. If it does not, don't be alarmed if she don't have that.
They say I can't film, but what about all the cameras filming all you guys? All these cameras? Did you give them permission? You're in a public, there's a government public building. Access to anybody. I filmed in police department earlier today and I filmed at the city hall. It's perfectly legal. It's like saying I can't sit here and pray. It's a First Amendment right.
No. Hit no.
Okay, you want to pick it up?
You want to try this?
You come pick it up? Okay, we're good.
Smile.
Thank you.
Make sure you keep that, sir. I'm going to do a public information request on that phone.
Whatever you need to do.
So all your nasty photos in there are going to be subject to the public.
Can I help the next person, please?
You know.
What's that?
Freedom of Information Act. I can pull that phone down. You just made a public record.
Is she ready?
Don't need consent, sir. You got cameras.
Put that in there.
Camera.
26163.
Better? Could I help the next person?
Yes.
You want to put the same?
Yes, please.
You want a flag or something else? Okay, thank you. That's all you need? Okay. Thank you. And I'll take one off and put her on there for you?
All right. Appreciate it.
I got you right here, buddy. I got you.
Is there anyone here to pick up mail or packages?
Next person that needs something done.
Need to buy a stamped envelope and I need to drop this off. Where's your poster 7, by the way? It's not. Where's your poster 7? It's not posted in your poster 7. Your rules and regulations that govern the post office rules, sir. That's why I could have pointed that out instead of, you know what I mean, everybody trying to cause a scene like this guy over here. Or I could point out to the supervisor at least. No, I get it. I get it. If you call the Postal Inspection Service, they'll tell you that it's every right to film.
88 cents. You said you needed one of these, right?
Yeah, just same thing. Yeah, same thing. You guys were doing great and being friendly to everybody, man, until, hey, you were doing a great job. No, it's fine. And like, I try to educate, but when people start yelling at me, obviously, apparently he does not, sir. But I will talk to the supervisor as soon as he's off the phone, so I'm gonna hang tight over here.
Right to that door there. He'll talk to you.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Can you write your name on there so I can give you? Because like I said, I know you just informed him.
Been there before.
Right. I do this all the time, man.
Thank you, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Danny. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Danny. Mr. Supervisor would like to have a conversation, please? There you go. You're fine. You're fine. I know. I'm waiting on the supervisor. Whenever you're off the phone.
There you go. Thank you. At this point, this is when Arlington Police Department steps in. I'm going to play the 2 911 calls back to back, and these are the calls going on now.
Tuesday, June 4, 2024, 11:42 and 10 seconds.
Arlington on emergency.
Hi, I'm a customer at the Oakwood post office in Arlington. I actually just finished, and I was there for about 20 minutes, but there's a gentleman with a Hawaiian shirt on, heavy-set white male with a bucket hat on, and he's been recording, standing in line recording, and is recording people who come in, the staff, and the staff was not made aware of it. But he just got very aggressive with one of the staff that's there, and there's customers in line, and I'm not for sure, but something's not right about it, and just his aggressive demeanor was alarming for me just as a regular customer. And so I'm in my car now because I finished my business, but I just wanted to make note of that because I'm not for sure if other people are calling or even if the employees will leave the front to go call.
Yes,
but he's been there quite a while.
Okay, so this is the Oakwood, are you meaning the Oakwood Lane location for the post office?
I don't know. It's over here. It says Oakwood. Across the street is Random Mill. This is the one I go to. I don't know the address.
Okay, let me see if that's it. I'm pretty sure that's right, though.
Okay.
So it says Nueces Trail, Ravinia, Oakwood Post Office.
I think this is the other street says Ravinia.
Oh, okay.
Not right about it. Yeah, he's very aggressive and loud. The employees were busy taking care of the numerous customers that's in there, and I made mention of it, and then one of the employees said, "Sir, you can't record," because there's regular customers just minding their business. And then he tells one customer, "Well, I record every encounter. You can't just stand in the post office and I don't know what it is, but regardless of it, the aggressiveness is alarming to me. So I could only imagine how the employees may feel in their positions where they're behind the counter and he's not listening to them in their direction."
Yes, ma'am, I understand. And let me add his full description. I have the part that you gave me. Was he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He appears to be white, but I didn't want to be all up in his face.
Yeah, no, I
think he's a white male. The aggressive response is just intimidating. He has on a bucket hat, like a, I don't know, I call it a bucket hat, like if you're going fishing or something, and like a Hawaiian type of short sleeve button down shirt that's like blue.
Do you know what color the hat was?
I think it's like cream, or not like.
It was like a light color.
I don't know if khaki is a color, but khaki-ish. Okay, light brown or light gray. And I can't tell you if he had on pants or anything because I literally didn't want any parts of his interactions.
Right, I understand.
It's just so unacceptable.
All right. Okay, and we have an officer going out there to assist him right now. At any point from what you did see, did you notice anything out of the ordinary, like weapons or anything like that?
So when I walked in, which was about, there was a lady in front of me who's been there, she said about 30 minutes. She said he had been there. I don't think the employees noticed him because there was a lot of customers. So when I walked in, he was just standing past the doors, but like in front of the counter. Mm-hmm. And he was just standing there with his phone recording, but it's on like some kind of device recording. And I didn't look at him very well initially because I thought he was like a customer doing business.
Oh, okay.
And someone else said something to him, and he said, basically, like, get out of my face. I'm not here for you, but I record any encounter I have. Mm-hmm. And then he started spitting some, like, policies and laws and just seemed like to be aggressive in his verbiage, like, read this, and the law says this, and all these laws. But as far as, like, I didn't see anything visual, but I think just his presence was enough.
Oh, yes. And it looks like while I'm speaking with you, it looks like somebody else called from the location
as well. It is bad. And I wanted to call as soon as I came in, but I go here all the time. I've never experienced anything like that. And I'm also trying to just mind my business.
Right. No,
something's not right about it.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So I put the description.
He got very aggressive with the staff. Like, so I went to the counter. Mm-hmm. I know I'm just rambling, but
you're fine.
I went to the counter, and a young man helped me who was very professional, and I said, I'm going to walk backwards. I told the customer, the representative, the worker, I said, Danny, I'm going to walk backwards because I don't want to be on this man's camera. And he said, what? But we were talking low, and I said, there's a guy who's been here recording. And then he mentioned to his coworker, hey, Polly, did you know this guy's recording? Because the guy's been there for a long time, but they're busy working.
Yeah.
And so the worker said, sir, you can't record. And then that's when he just started just like spewing just viciousness.
Gotcha.
And got closer to the counter. Like at first he was at a distance a little bit, but then he walked to the middle and was like charging, not charging physically, but verbiage, like words.
Yes, ma'am.
And I left because I don't want any parts of it.
I understand. Okay. I really appreciate you calling this in because we hadn't gotten one before. So we have a call entered, and it looks like officers are arriving there now, so they'll be able to assist them. Did you want any contact, or did you want to be anonymous?
Oh, no, anonymous.
Yes,
ma'am. This man probably going to pull this record.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Okay. I appreciate you, though. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
05 seconds.
Yes, my name is David. I'm a supervisor here at the Arlington Oakwood Post Office. I have a unwanted customer here who's refusing to leave.
What is the address?
1009 Oakwood Lane.
1009 Oakwood Lane?
Yes, ma'am.
One moment. Oakwood Post, is this an apartment complex?
No, it's the Oakwood, it's the Arlington Post Office, the Oakwood Post Office.
And he's causing a disturbance?
Yes.
Looks like someone already called. Hold on just a second. Be a customer, I'm not sure. And what's your phone number just in case we're disconnected, sir?
My personal phone number is 817-368-0689.
817-368-0689?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see any weapons at all?
No weapons. He is holding a camera on a tripod, so I don't know if he could use that as a weapon.
Holding a camera?
With a tripod, yes.
Drinking or drugs, or is that unknown?
That is unknown. Yeah, he's causing a disturbance in the lobby. He's holding up a line.
Anyone injured?
No one is injured as of now.
Okay. Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
Hispanic, very heavy set.
Hispanic,
White, he's a white guy. White guy.
A white male?
Uh-huh.
Okay. About how old does he look?
Probably like 40, 50.
A tall guy, average height, or short?
Average height, heavy built.
Heavy set. Black hair, blonde hair, bald head, gray hair?
He has a hat on.
Okay. What color is his hat?
What color was the hat?
What color of his shirt, pants, if we have any information so we'll know who we're looking for.
Camouflage hat.
Camo hat?
Yes.
Okay. What color is his shirt?
Shirt it's a Hawaiian shirt.
Okay. And does he have on jeans or shorts or sweats?
Shorts.
Sweats, you said?
Shorts.
Oh, shorts. What color? Can you tell?
Can't tell.
Okay, no worries. And he's still in the lobby?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the argument about? What is he?
He is he is taping my employees at the office with no consent. He said he has consent, but he does not. And now he's causing an uproar in the lobby.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm showing that they should be on scene here shortly. Let me know when someone walks in.
Okay.
Do you see them outside or coming in or anything?
Ma'am, say that again?
Do you see anyone coming in?
None. No, not yet.
Okay.
All right. I have someone on scene now.
Okay, go ahead and talk to them. I'll disconnect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
This is a Freedom of Information Act I got from the post office to show that Arlington Police Department does not have any jurisdiction inside the post office. This is Officer Melinda Powell. We're about to get into her disciplinary record right about meow. Her start date was on August 27th, 2007. As you can see, she wasn't even there 3 months and already had an at-fault accident and only received a counseling report. She should have been fired. As you can see, we have more at-fault accidents, ride-along issues, can't even show up to work on time, and not following laws or courtesy to the public. Again, she has 2 more car accidents. She was also charged with domestic battery, but it was dropped to an unbecoming of a police officer and received a written reprimand. She also got another accident here, and there was also some sort of judgment against her where she got an oral reprimand because she was handing out her phone number to people.
Videotaping my employee. We've asked him if he can videotaping this. He said he has postal service authorization.
If you go to my community page, you will see that there is a memo from the United States Postal Inspection Service, which is the police agency that governs the postal service. Also, under the First Amendment of the Constitution, it says that we have the right to press, which means we can film inside the post office thanks to Poster 7.
Everybody under the First Amendment, freedom of press, freedom of speech, all the religions, if you call the United States Postal Inspection Service per your memo, okay, you guys are supposed to call them before you call them so they can let you know that what I'm doing is well within my constitutional rights. She's going to explain to you that this is a public facility, this is a public building. I have every right to film as long as I'm not creating a disorderly conduct. Sir, he started yelling at me. I never said a word to anybody.
I didn't hear her yelling, and I see
Of course
the
not.
line is now longer.
The line was long before that, sir. I have it all on video. Cameras don't lie.
So is your purpose here just to solely record the employees, or do you have another?
No, ma'am. There's under freedom of press. I'm an investigative journalist. I have a lot of complaints specifically about that gentleman. Okay. And that's the one that started in on me while I was in line. I was in line. These guys never engaged. They were all smiling, interacting with the customers the way they should be, members of the public. Just as you know, you're a public servant. I already went through and filmed Arlington Police Station this morning along with City Hall. It's a public building. All I did was come in and film and record, and I got in line to conduct my transaction. I just purchased a stamped envelope. Okay. I got my receipt, I've got the name for a survey. I'm obviously going to be filing complaints on all these individuals. There's a poster 7 that's supposed to be hung up on the post office, which is the rules and regulations governing the laws. They don't have one up. And I told them I wasn't going to run. You guys are called. It's a misuse of a 911 call, by the way, because there's no emergency. I'm not throwing anything. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm not creating any loud or unusual noise. I'm not using abusive, vulgar language. I know Texas Penal Code, but there's also a federal statute, which I could show you if you had a poster 7 on. It is, but ma'am, before we do anything, we really need to call the post, because I'm not going to leave until you guys call the Postal Inspection Service, because this, then you need to, sir. Okay, then what I'll do, ma'am, we already went through this with North Richland Hills. You can't trespass me. You don't have jurisdiction here. You have to. He's a customer. He doesn't have the authority. Only the postal inspector or the postman. Yes, sir. I know you're shaking your head, but if you guys will call the postal, I can shut my camera off and give you the number. You can call them. I do this. I'm going to leave anyways on my own accord, but I need your name so I can file a complaint on you, sir, because you're a government employee. You need to give me that information. Ma'am, he's a federal employee. Then he can't. Then he has no authority to trespass me because he won't give you your name. Give you his name.
Ask him for his name.
Then, what's your title? What's your name?
Supervisor customer service.
Okay, you can give me your first name, and then that way I can do a freedom information. I don't need your last name. Give me your first name.
I'm good.
I need your first name, sir.
I'm good.
Okay, so you're going to get a Bivens lawsuit, and if you guys want to trespass me, I will file a 1983 lawsuit on both.
We're not trespassing you. He just said your business is conducted.
It is, but he already called you. He should have even called you, and I will. And can I see your name, please? Because you're covering it up.
People can call the police
And badge
for
number,
whatever
ma'am?
reason they need to. 2467.
Okay, but let me ask you this. He wants me trespassed
I'm
for
not
what
gonna
reason?
get in an argument. You said you were going to leave.
Time, place, and manner. Time, place, and manner.
What?
Time, place, and manner for a trespass. Okay, I need your badge number, ma'am.
2467.
Okay, and Officer Connor? What's your badge number, sir?
1404.
This is Officer Paul O'Connor. If looks could kill, this would be the look he would give you before you died. As you can see, Officer Connor's been on the job for over 32 years. This officer on this page has 2 accidents that were at fault, and if you notice, a deadly force that he was exonerated with. Again, here's another accident and another deadly force exonerated. This man is a killer. I was afraid for my life.
Okay, do we have a sergeant I can go ahead and get on scene, please?
No, we don't.
So you're refusing to get a sergeant on scene?
No, I'm not refusing.
You just said no.
They're busy.
You just refused, though.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm going to leave, but I gotta let you guys know you will be getting an IA complaint on your jacket today, okay? Because I'm not going to go through this. And sir, I will be back. I will be calling the Postal Inspection Service today. And so, are you guys familiar? I'm walking backwards though. For citizen safety, not for officer safety.
I don't want to see you walk into anything.
I'm not going to walk. You don't got to worry about my safety, sir. I'm not going to fall.
I do worry about your safety. You're the public.
Supreme Court has ruled that you don't have to worry about my safety.
I'm aware of that.
You guys, yeah, because you're not educated in Texas. Neither one of you guys are. I don't trust you guys behind me, and just like y'all don't.
Appreciate you.
I got it. Thank you.
What's that?
I said thank you.
Okay, but I'm not trespassed, right? Okay.
So I just want to make it clear, I was not trespassed, I was ejected. So they just violated my constitutional rights, and I will be back.
So I can stay out here as long as I don't go back inside, right? Because if I go back inside, it would be... Okay, but are you guys in a hurry to get out of here, or can we educate you guys? Because I don't want you guys... Okay, you don't need education. Figures like a Texas answer. So Arlington Police Department is getting a internal affairs complaint, and I will be talking to Officer Green at the front desk to file that complaint with IAB.
At this point, I've already filed my IA complaint, and a lawsuit will be coming.
Catch me outside. How about that?